Hey everybody, welcome back. You know where you're at. I'm Grandpa, and we're going to do some wrenching. Or we have been. So, we're finally starting to get some nice weather here. Spring supposedly is now here. Uh, I'm coming along in my recovery, trying to get a little more active, doing more things, putting in my 40 plus hours back at work now, full time. Yay. Gotta pay those bills. So, anyway, uh, we got to get this old girl out of the garage. I've been messing around with her and stuff, and we're going to do a quick update on that. But she needs to see some sunlight. So let's get her out. Doesn't sound too bad, does she? We still got lots of stuff to do, and I keep saying we're going to get her out to Jerry's. Well, we are going to get her out to Jerry's. Uh, Recently, Jerry and I had a long conversation, and Jerry's looking at opening up his own shop very soon, and so he and I are talking, and I'm very supportive of that. He's a great mechanic, very knowledgeable, got all kinds of skills, and so we're going to be supporting him. He's going to be a contributor. He's going to be helping me. I'm going to be helping him. So if you're in North Georgia or the surrounding tri-state area, if you want a damn good mechanic, get in touch with me, because I got him right here in my town, Monroe, Georgia. Okay, well, let's take a look at her, okay? God, what a beautiful day. All right, well, as I've said, I've kind of been somewhat limited, but been trying to do some cleaning, janitorials, like I said in the beginning. This is a project, and a lot of it is sanitation. This is how the 66 lift post works. I removed the brackets that were installed, apparently I think maybe from a 65. If you go down here, there was a similar bracket mounted there. Removed that, and Voila. Now, because the spring tension on this poor old lift is somewhat diminished, it works good for popping it up and grabbing something out of the back. But for now, unless I can come up with a new spring, you can. It's not easy, but if you can detach that from there, I found you can move it up to here, and that will give you a full extension of your trunk lid. May not be the way they designed it or intentioned, but you know, when you're starting to deal with these old girls, you got to make them work any way you can. Like my blue. One of these days, now that it's starting to get warm again, we'll finish getting this all put in correctly, and we're going to get this all sanded down or wire wheeled down so we can put some rust inhibitor in there and recoat it. But we do have the back separating piece put in. We're still, you know, tweaking, cleaning, polishing, and all that. Got the hubcaps off of it right now. Been, you know, looking at mags and tires and, you know, all the pricing of everything when you get into one of these old girls. And you know, honestly, I mean, these tires are way old, but they're in great shape. They're holding air. They've got huge amounts of tread on them. I'm thinking maybe instead of going mags right now, if I can do it inexpensively, maybe a chrome beauty ring and a moon cap. Something to think about. If you got a comment, please share it. Oh, and while we're talking about sharing, my last video talked about car registration, paperwork, aftermarket stuff. And we really want to bring something to you in content with regard to that subject. The big thing is my source is Georgia based. So it's not going to be applicable throughout the whole U.S., but it's meant to be general purpose to kind of give you an idea of what happens behind the scenes in processing all of the stuff that moves the car from me to you or to a salvage yard or an insurance company and things like that. It's not meant to be the know-all or answer-all video, but my source has asked for specific questions that can be researched and answered correctly before we do that. So if you want me to do this video, you guys got to let me know, and you got to give me some content, you know, some information as to what you want to hear about so we can research it and bring it to you with the right amount and the correct information. Okay? Cool. So let's continue on here. God, what a beautiful afternoon. You know, I have not been able to find exactly what this color is supposed to be. I did do a computer scan with a buddy of mine at the body shop on just the cap because that's the only thing I could take to him. And his computer couldn't read it. It wasn't big enough. But with a paint chip, a current Hyundai color chip seems to match the color, and it's called Tweedy Yellow. Well, you know, that's cool, and I like that. And if it does in fact match up, we might be doing something a little radical down the road. I would like to take this color and throw some sparkle in it. So maybe do something in this color with a little metal flick. Wouldn't that be sweet? Anyway, you know, that's after I hit the lottery. Yeah, like that's gonna happen. So anyway, and again, when we do get the final color match, we are going to be doing all of this metal work in here in that matching exterior color. But I just keep working on kind of cleaning and trying to get everything put back together. Uh, Started working on some rust prevention and restoration here. Now I just came out here some weeks back and just kind of wire brush some of this back in here, and then threw some rust stuff on here, and that was just kind of get an idea of how the product works. I'm going to be getting all this back off and cleaning everything that I sprayed over off. But I did start on getting some of these areas back here cleaned off, and what you're seeing in there is like old adhesive and rippled paint from the original paint, but there's no rust. Now we do have hang on here, we do have a little bit of surface rust back in the floor pans. But it's surface rust. It's not serious. The only serious pan damage I have is a small section right up here that has been patched before, but you know what? It's not that bad. Obviously, I put the seat in it. We're driving it around, so I'm not going to fall off the bottom of the car. But we will get that fixed. But right now, doing that, getting all this cleaned up back over in there and cleaned out, wired down, so we can go ahead and do the rust prevention back in that. And we're going to do more of it over on this side as well. Get all of this stuff, make sure we got everything taken care of. At some point, we're going to have to deal with getting these retro, get them redone, get them pulled out and fixed up. Of course, we've got the carpet back here for this. I don't need the whole carpet. I mean, the carpet I have is all new, but what I don't have are these sections here. And so I'm trying to come up with something maybe as something different. But honestly, if somebody has a couple extra black, somewhat aftermarket EOM carpet, please reach out to me. I got a couple of bucks left. Let's talk. But we've got pretty much, I think, all the components now. Once I get the the rust inhibitor and the sound deafening, or been seeing some products used by a few friends of mine on some of their restorations of some new materials that you can put in that will help act as heat and sound deafening and insulation. And so I'm looking into that before I finish up all of this and kind of do the same up in the front. More money. But they look like some great products, and I really like the idea of what they do in giving you a better interior refinish. Okay? Whatever. So, we're working on that. Continuing to kind of work on cleaning this old girl up a little bit. Still haven't decided. I have another console. Now I do have the door and everything that goes in here. And the other one I have is complete as well. I'm just trying to decide which one's in relatively better shape. I am still trying to find doors for the air boxes. I've had some limited contacts, but no results. If anybody can help me out there, please do so. So, hole and window, weather stripping, felt. Guys, come on. Somebody knows where some of this stuff is at. Please, I need your help. Okay, well, let's kind of walk around here a little bit. All right. So we started working on getting the Valiant grills that were in it out, as you can see, and putting the Egg Crate Barracuda grills in. Now this one isn't perfect, and I kind of rushed because I wanted to see some results. As time goes, there will be more restoration done on some of this stuff, but for right now I just wanted to get her put together. The other one, for this side, I'm continuing to work on getting all of the old crap off of the egg crates, the old paint and dirt and stuff, and getting it all polished up and everything looking kind of pretty again. But here we go. Yeah, good fish. And we got this all kind of cleaned up, getting everything ready to go back in there as soon as we finish the restoration of that. Let's pop the hood. All right. Well, because Grandpa couldn't, move furniture and paint the house while he's been convalescing, he could handle a wire wheel and a drill. And it's not perfect. It's not meant to be. It's just, trying to make some shine and some pretty, and been, kind of trying to clean her up a little bit. So let's just take a quick look, see what we got going here. Of course, we got that Interstate Battery, not sponsored, but I have a friend. Unfortunately, he's 1,500 miles away. But, the interiors, the engine bay's coming along. Just been trying to knock some of that old 5 or 4 or 3, whatever layers of oil, grease, and multiple layers of different colored paint off of it. Of course, we got new belts. We got new pretty yellow wires. Got that all shined up. I'm kind of shining all this stuff up over here. It's not chrome and it's not complete. It's still nasty in a lot of areas. I'm in there with a drill and a brush, so I'm not going to try to get down in there and trash out my wires. I'm just trying to get some of it knocked off, so from a distance, wow, kind of looks nice. At least it's clean. But I love that radiator. So, at some point, we are considering the Holley EFI for this. I think it would be a great thing to do. And I really think we've got a strong block here. We'll know that when we get it out to Jerry's. But, here's something I kind of did today as I'm stumbling around the garage trying to put away tools. The weather strip original that I had was like only part of it, and it was just like totally crispy. Well, where are you going to find one of those that's not, outlandish? So I'm looking around the shop, and up in one of my storage drawers, I find some weather stripping. And by golly, it works really good. And I already had it, so it was like free. So, hey, you save a nickel where you can. So today I've just been really kind of trying to clean her up a little bit from all the off-camera stuff I've been doing and getting her all dirty, and she's been sitting in the garage and she's covered in crud. I didn't necessarily want to fire up the pressure washer today because I'm just not into it. But yeah, I took the hubcaps off because they are original, in great shape, and when we do carry it out and start pulling the tires and stuff off to deal with the brakes, I didn't want to deal with the caps, so I've taken them off and put them away so they don't get messed up. They are original, in great shape. And if somebody's interested in, you know, throwing an offer out there to me for them, PM me. Okay, so, you know, here she is, coming on spring. Unfortunately, I couldn't get her down and ready for the car show this year here in Monroe, but there's probably going to be a few more of them coming along before the end of the year, and we do hope to have a show or two under our belt before then. So, like I said, it's just kind of an update. I really just wanted to get the car out. My gosh, she's been stuck in the garage, and I've been stuck in the garage for so long. We just needed to get out and get a little sunshine on us. So there she is. I'm going to fire up one more time and do a quick walk around. Guys, thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed, please consider it. We're up just a little over 100 subscribers. Yeah, I'm not a big guy, big deal, but you know, if you're watching, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Certainly a big thumbs up if you're enjoying a little bit of what I'm doing. Again, if you want us to do something on all the registration paperwork, you got to start sending me some questions and comments so that we can put together a script and give you the answers you're needing. So let's do this one more time, see what happens. Hard to believe that this car, with no major mechanical repairs, other than, you know, plugs, wires, fresh oil, fresh gas, is running like this. I love it. Hope you all are enjoying what we're doing, and we're going to continue to kind of bring you a little bit of mix when we can. Got some stuff coming up in the near future with a 66 Charger. Gonna probably get together with Troy again on some stuff on the 68 Barracuda we saw at the show. Oh, you just never know what I'm gonna find or come up with. Like I said, we did get a new roof on the Hacienda. Was gonna try to shoot some video, but the day they did that, I was in the house on medication after the surgery, so that didn't happen, but great job. Yeah, she's not a bad looking old girl. All right, y'all have a great evening and have a great week next week. We'll see you again real soon. Thanks for watching.